Well, once again, greetings and hello there, everyone. It is I, your beloved Star Wars Dad, Nooch Too Good. We are here 57 weeks into our Lord Vader farm. And we unlocked Gaslit last week. We got some things going on right now. Things like, I want to talk about our farming path here and how we've done. Look behind us. You know, this is how this is kind of panned out as we've gone through this farming path. We're gonna take a look at my old school gear crunch that's just kind of crushing my soul right now. And I made a giant mistake here. I'm not sure it really matters, but I kind of did something really dumb, and then we'll show you some Grand Arena footage from last week after the credits here. So let's get started talking about this one big, beautiful farming path we laid out for Lord Vader here at the beginning. And I'm going to go from the very top a little bit more slowly. Up there at the top middle, we promised, that's what we promised. We decided we wanted to do something very different with this account. You guys voted in Discord. You told me you wanted me to farm Lord Vader. I wasn't really on board. I don't think an early game Lord Vader farm is the way to go, although maybe the clones changed that a little bit now that he has a real team. I still think that the path to Lord Vader is fraught with a lot of, if you're going straight for Lord Vader, you're gonna miss out on a lot of the stuff we did here. So I just don't think it's the way to go up front. But you know, you guys voted on it, we did it. So, but we decided we're not gonna do any of the traditional stuff. No Darth Vader, no Geos, no Geo ships, no Phoenix, and no traditional Veers Imperial Troopers. We decided against all that. Let's leave it all out. Let's try some new stuff. We farmed the Bad Batch originally because a year ago when we started this count, or 57 weeks ago, there was a Bad Batch special mission that had been out for like 3 months, and it was just wrapping up where you got the Bad Batch each at 4 stars, I think, and unlocked them. And it made sense to go get the Bad Batch when we started the account and move our way toward Lord Vader. We got them done. Our ship farming changed about 2 months in when the new level 1 to 85 farming came in. Like that was not in existence till about 2 months into this account. Then they changed all the farming. We took the account directly to 85, and I realized I don't have any of these ships done, so I'm not ready to do that. So we had to switch up our dark side ship farming because you got to get those dark side ships to get those Zeta mats in the Ability Materials Challenge. We did take our Iden Versio team all the way to relics across the board except for Stormtrooper. What we discovered with the Iden Versio team, and we mixed in Shore Trooper instead of Magma Trooper. Magma wasn't very good in that team. What we discovered along the way was Iden's obviously a good team. She does a lot of really good stuff in the game, and it's a really fun kit when she's got those troopers. But as far as performance in the assault battles, because we were really looking at assault battle farming, she doesn't hold a candle to that Veers Imperial. The Veers and Piet Imperial Trooper team just kind of wipes the floor with that Iden Versio team. So it's a fun team, great kit, lots of fun. TIE Defender, good stuff. Not great for assault battles. Same thing with the Bad Batch. They were not as good in military might as a CLS team. They were about the same or as good as a Phoenix team in military might. A Phoenix team of equal gear levels would do the same as Bad Batch in the military might assault battle. We've got our clones. I didn't circle them because we're still working on Arc Trooper, I think, to get him relicked. The other ones are all relicked, and Captain Rex is a gear 12. We did get our negotiator fleet that worked really, really well for us for several months. We were at the top of Fleet Arena sitting there. Nobody had Executor, and then all of a sudden, bam, or even people were getting Executor, and we were still beating that fleet, and then bam, Punishing one comes around, and now you need the endurance to beat the Executor. And I'm like, I'm not gonna level up the endurance also in addition to Negotiator, so I just skipped the farm on that one. And you know, now we sit around, I don't know, 15 to 20. I mean, I'm still like in the top 20 in Fleet Arena and getting some crystals every day. So we did our Night Sisters up. We got the Secrets and Shadows Assault Battle. Look directly below that. We ended up we added to the farm the Poncho Bros for Places of Power Assault Battles. We did as many of the assault battles as we could. And when you go to the left, you can look at Revan and Revan over here. These guys took 2 more assault battles up to Challenge Tier 2 for us. So that was good stuff. Behind us, we were originally going to do Profundity. We skipped out on that. I just decided, I made an executive decision that I was going to add like 4 months to our farm. It was so far out of the way. Like, we weren't farming any Rebels. We weren't farming Rogue One. Those ships were going to take forever. It was going to add, I mean, these 2 Revan farms added at least 2 months to our farming path here. And we did Profundity. You look at each of those ships being 6 months. That was just going to be a slog, man, a slog. So, executive decision, no Profundity. Padme, we wanted to unlock her with just Jango. Excuse me. Well, it didn't quite work that way. I don't know if the kits have, something about the kits has changed. Something has changed with that battle where I just couldn't knock it out with just Django and a bunch of crappy separatists. We had to add some separatists in there. We waived the Tuscans. We were going to use the Tuscans in the whatever the assault battle is called for the Inquisitors. Tuscans also worked there. But what happened was a Lightspeed battle for the Tuscans came out at the beginning of the year. I bought it on my other account. We ran the Tuscans in that assault battle on that account. So we got it all tested. So I nixed it from this farm. We took the Gungans off. You guys voted on it. I didn't think it ever made any sense. And I just, executive decision, sorry, you can hate me for it, that's fine. I think people can play the game, nobody hates me anymore. And then we had our gas journey, which we just finished last week, unlocking gas, and he's now sitting there at 6 stars on my roster. That's my big mistake I'll talk about in a second, and Lord Vader on the way now. And that's just a breakdown of the farming from the beginning, from week 1 all the way here through week 57. Let's take a look at the account now. I want to talk about first, this old school gear crunch is just absolutely eating my lunch. I need, I don't even know, those tablets, data pads, these gold balls. I need a whole bunch of those. I need all sorts of stun guns and carbantis still. I mean, I need these. I need all this stuff. I need all this stuff. I need these Mark V balls. I need more carbantis there. Over here on Newt, it's more. It's the same pieces of gear. These are all like old pieces of gear. I need more carbantis here. It's not even like Kyrotech that are tearing me up at this point. It's all the classic stuff: carbantis, stun guns, data pads. Nah, plenty of those. So it's really slowing me down. Like I was hoping to be a little farther. Like from last week to this week, I didn't make that much progress. I'm about to get Newt gun rated gear 12. That'll be my next little move here. And once he's gear 12, it'll be a pretty quick trip over to getting him relic. He's got to be relic. Is it relic 7 or relic 5? I don't know. And I've got Captain Rex and Grandmaster Yoda and Darth Revan up here. Just using these guys. What I always do, I keep some gear 12 characters up at the top there, just so it's easy for me to identify gear that I need to farm with my ship, my fleet currency, my ship currency, whatever you want to call it there. So that's why these guys are up here at the top, so I can see what I need to get and I can farm it in preparation for getting these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters relic to finish off the Lord Vader farm. Here's what I did that was stupid, by the way. Here's what I did that was stupid. Doesn't really matter. I don't know that it really matters, but you know, the places that you unlock gas shards are with your get 1 currency that you get from territory. All territory battles give you get 1 currency, and I've done most of this for my gas. I've got them at 5 out of 100, so I've got, you know, a couple weeks left probably. But I opened up my account one morning. Now you guys know I'm managing multiple accounts here, multiple accounts. I opened up my account one morning and I saw all of my Mark II raid currency sitting here. That's the currency we use to purchase gas shards. That's the primary currency we use to purchase gas shards. So I opened this up and I had like 17k of this. And I'm like, I have 17k of this. What am I doing? And I should be farming this gear with that. So I went through and just started. I bought like every gear piece in here. I bought 1 round of every single gear piece in here. And I got down here and I realized, holy crap. Wrong account. I was saving that for gas. Big mistake. Now, at the end of the day, does it matter if I delay the gas farm by a week or 2 by doing that? Honestly, not really. The only effect it might have is letting me field a gas team in Grand Arena a little bit more slowly. But honestly, you guys know with how Grand Arena works. I'm facing 2 to 4 Galactic Legends every single time, and I don't have one, so gas is not going to be the big difference maker between me winning or losing around a Grand Arena, generally speaking. So it'll take me an extra week or 2 to get him to 7 stars so that I can then get him reliced up with all the gear. But honestly, it's going to take me that much time anyway because I got 5 characters to relic. So yeah, big gigantic mistake. I'm not gonna take away from that. It was really stupid. It was really stupid to go into there and just spend all that currency. Like, my brain was not clicking that morning for whatever reason. I think you all know what that feels like. Let's not lie and say that our brains are always clicking at 100% on all. I think I've proven many. Here's what I do, guys. I put myself out there for you, I made this for you. Warm Kool-Aid. I made this for you. Hot Kool-Aid, actually. Look, we all have brain cramps. This is a major, major brain cramp. At the end of the day, I think it's actually going to impact my farming zero because I did need all this gear. I needed a bunch of this gear, and the gear that I needed, I grabbed, and I'm still gonna need more. I mean, 129 of these are not gonna get me all the way through. I'm gonna need like probably 400 of those. So I've got a lot of work to do here still with the gear and everything else, but was it dumb? It was still dumb. It was still dumb. Let's talk about a little bit more about where we're gonna go after we finish Lord Vader, because what I see myself spending June getting these 5 characters complete, and then they'll be complete. And once they're done, then we are farming tickets for Lord Vader. Let's go look at that journey guide for Lord Vader right now. We need 5 more. Yeah, 5 characters. Tusken Raider, Embo, the 5 you just saw. So June's going to be spent getting those characters. I think at the end of June, we'll be ready to start farming tickets. We'll be unlocking Lord Vader somewhere around mid-July, finishing up his ultimate somewhere around end of July, which is kind of how I've been predicting this all along. Yeah, almost, I really think I've been pretty much dead on with that. I think I was saying June to July this entire time. Maybe sometimes I said early July, but whatever. I mean, I really kind of got a good time frame down for this. What are we going to do when we finish with farming Lord Vader? Well, there's a couple of tests to do on the account. The first thing that we want to really test on the account is we want to put Lord Vader on defense in Grand Arena and see what that can carry us to as far as where we can go to Grand Arena with one big Galactic Legend on our roster. I won't even have Maul on there because of the clones. That's the next thing we're going to do. I'll talk about that in a second. Excuse me. We're in Bronzium 5 right now, 57 weeks in, which isn't super exciting, but, you know, it's better than a stick in the eye, as my grandpa would have said. So we'll see if we can do some climbing with Lord Vader on defense out there. The people we're playing in Bronzium 5 are in Bronzium 5 for a reason. I think are going to have difficulty climbing over a Lord Vader team, whether it has Maul or not on the roster. So we're going to be experimenting with Grand Arena for a while. We'll keep publishing those Grand Arena rounds every week. We'll keep playing it on stream, too. Also, I'm going to be farming those Dark Side clones as soon as they become... Where are we here? Clone Troopers. As soon as the Dark Side clones become farmable, I'll be grabbing all of them. Looks like I missed a day here for Scorch. Yeah, well. But as soon as they're farmable, boom, I'm in there farming them. I'm going to get these guys to 7 stars. I'm going to get them all relicked up for you guys so we can field a full Lord Vader team out there and see what that really does for us. We'll see what that makes a difference for us. If we're doing well in defense, maybe I'll pull it off of defense and try it out on offense for a little bit just to have a little fun with that Lord Vader team. I'll tell you what, I think we'll be doing Lord Vader unlock on 2 accounts at basically the same time, and now that I think about it, because my primary account, Nooch2 Hyper, is going to be doing Lord Vader in July as well, so that'll be really interesting to see how that kind of pans out between the 2 accounts. Nooch2 Punch Up, actually, is that account name. Then the final thing we're doing with this account, I've mentioned it many, many times, I want to go into a round of Proving Grounds with two accounts, my Nooch2 Jabba account and my Nooch Vader account. I need to get them both to 4 million galactic power and get into Proving Grounds, and I want to play through Proving Grounds with no Galactic Legends through each tier, and I want to take the CLS team, the Phoenix team, the Padme team, the Gas team. I want to use that Treya, Malik, Nihilus team that goes for the TIE Interceptor level, if I remember right. I want to try these teams out. We got a Jedi Knight Luke on the other. We got a lot of teams we could use in Proving Grounds just to test all these Proving Grounds out and see all the teams. I just want to have a whole stream, spend, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours just playing through all of those tiers of Proving Grounds with no Galactic Legends. And I actually think what I'm going to do when this next round of Proving Grounds comes out here in about 3 weeks-ish, yeah. I'm going to take Jabba and I'm going to test him against all tiers of Proving Grounds and see how that goes. We'll do that next. That'll be just fun stuff. We're here to have fun. We're here to try stuff out. We're always telling you guys to get Jabba. We'll test them out. That's a whole separate conversation. So that's everything in the future with this account. Everything I'm struggling with right now. Everything that's going on at the moment. Probably our next 4 weeks will be just full of updates. Newt Gunray relict. Then we'll get, Tusken Raider relict. We'll have Embo relict here pretty soon. And then we'll just on to the on through the finish line to getting Lord Vader unlocked, get his ultimate, and do everything we just talked about. Everybody, stay tuned for some Grand Arena, exciting Grand Arena footage, everybody, coming up next after the credits. Stay tuned. Have a great day. I'll talk to you very soon. And of course, always remember, Newt's too good.